Hello and welcome back to Poppy vs America, a series where I, a British chef, take on the weird and wonderful foods of the USA. And today, we're in New York for a New York garbage plate. Yeah, today I'll be eating garbage.
New York garbage plate, French fries, macaroni salad, cooked burgers, yellow mustard, meat sauce, onion, hot sauce, ketchup and cheese, all piled on a plate. America, I don't know if I love you or I'm scared of you. There's quite a few elements to this dish which I'm very excited about. A meat sauce, which I've never had before in my life, but it seems to be a little bit like a bolognese, chili con carne, sort of minced meat and sauces into some sort of sauce. So I'm just going to make that. So I've got some minced beef going into the pan, and then I've got some grated carrot and a little bit of chopped celery, bit of a sofrito, and then you kind of just bang a load of condiments in it. We've got mustard in there, ketchup, a little bit of stock in there and seasoning, and it becomes this saucy, meaty sauce, which is, again, I've never heard or had this before, which I think I could end up really, really liking because I do love a minced beef dish. Mash that all up together. I'll get a bit of oil in there, salt and pepper to get it going. I'm going to throw a little bit of garlic powder in there as well. I feel like meat sauce would have garlic in. Meat sauce isn't the most glamorous of names for a dish, is it really? Meat sauce. Leave that to brown off for a minute. In this dish as well, we've got a macaroni salad, which has kind of got this mayonnaise vinaigrette dressing on it. So I've boiled up some macaroni, and then we're going to make a little vinaigrette, which again does sound really nice, but it seems quite sweet. There seems to be sugar in it. We'll go for a touch of cider vinegar. I think it's going to be one of those recipes where you make it, taste it, make it, taste it. Bit of sugar. A little bit of mayo. And I've got a bit of sour cream as well, which I'm going to use up. I think seems about right. Again, let me know. I don't know. Sour cream for a bit of tartness. Does seem like quite a loose sort of dressing on the macaroni. I would always kind of just think that it would be a macaroni cheese, but it's more of a deli salad. Beef's on, macaroni salady concoction made. There's definitely no cheese in this. It feels like there should be cheese in it. There's something about macaroni with cheese that just seems so right. Salt and pepper, and I think we're there. In the UK, we do kind of sometimes have pasta salads. Maybe not something like this as much. We always end up going for like a tomatoey pasta salad or a tuna pasta salad. I haven't seen anything quite this kind of simplistic before, I suppose, or without as many ingredients. There's always something else in it. So this is a new one for me, I think. It might not be. Again, if anyone from the UK has had this sort of thing before, please let me know. I'm just thinking about all the supermarkets and their pasta salads. I'm not a fan. I know it's bad, but I'm really not. Seems like the right kind of consistency that I've seen on some videos as well, so hope for the best with that. This dish is I'm kind of excited for this one because it reminds me ever so slightly of a Turkish dish, which is called kumpir, which is a loaded jacket potato in essence, which has got like a Russian salad on it. It's got ketchup, mustard, beetroot, salad, what else? Hot dog. So it's just on a potato, isn't it? So there's something about it which it feels quite similar. I just love things that are double loaded, extra stuffed, which is kind of what this feels like. Mince is getting browned. Turn it up ever so slightly, and then, again, I think it's just a put it in, taste it, change it. So a lot of ketchup to make the tomato base of the meat sauce. A good bit of American mustard to give it some acidity and spice. And then a little bit of water or stock. If this meat sauce is nice, this would be very easy to make for... Oh, it smells like burgers. It smells good, actually. I think I'm gonna go a bit more ketchup as well. Again, I just think it's definitely a throw it all in and hope for the best sort of dish. I'm gonna go with a stock pot, you know, the wibble wobble ones, and then just throw a little bit of water on there and let it all cook in. So, I believe that this dish originated in Rochester, which is a city in the state of New York, in some kind of bougie restaurant, I would imagine, or some kind of cool restaurant, like very hip hop and happening. A diner, maybe a diner. If you've had the authentic one, if anyone has had this, I really want to know what it's like, so please let me know. And now I know about it, if I like this version, which is my made up one, I might have to, if I'm ever in New York ever again, I'd like to go and have it properly. Okay, I'm going to leave that to kind of reduce and bubble and do its own thing. It looks quite saucy when I've had a look at the videos. It feels like a little bit of like a deconstructed, sloppy Joe on chips or fries. I'm going to be using some crinkle cut fries, which I love. I love a crinkle cut. I love a curly fry. Anything that's not quite a straight chip, I do quite enjoy, which are these sort of ones, which is fun. So I'm going to deep fry them over here in my deep fat fryer, and then we'll come back to the rest of the making. So we've got some burgers to fry off, an onion to cut, and some cheese to melt, and then we're kind of there. So I've just fact checked, I've just double checked everything, and I've just seen that Rochester, right, even though it's in the state of New York, is 5 hours, a 5-hour drive away from the city of New York, yeah, the city. That is absolutely wild. In the UK, if you drove 5 hours, you'd be in another country. You would be, if you drove from England, you'd be in Scotland. That is unbelievable. 5 hours. So I'll have to actually go to Rochester to try it, not to New York and just get there somehow. America is wild. North America is so big. I know the rest of the Americas are huge as well, but that is 5 hours for a garbage plate of chips. I think, to be fair, actually, it's quite worth it. I drove to Lake Placid last time, but that was only a couple of hours. That was nice. But 5 hours for chips. It's actually I keep saying that like I'm surprised, but I would do it. I feel like I've driven further for food before. It's time for diner lingo, where I'm learning some lingo from America that normally gets used in diners. I mean, it's quite self-explanatory, really. Number one is machine oil. Machine oil. Machine oil, I think that's got to be fat of some sort, maybe lard or tallow or something. Syrup! Oh, it looks like machine oil. Okay, yeah, so like syrup on your pancakes. All right, okay. Number two is squeal. Squeal. See, that gives pig. I'm going to say bacon. Ham. Oh, that's close enough. So squeal, yeah, I think I've got that one. Okay, number three is a mug of murk. Murky water, murky, pondy. I don't want to say coffee, but I feel like a mug of murk. I'm gonna have to, I can't think of anything but like a weak coffee. A black coffee, okay, yeah, mug of murk. Number four is a maiden's delight. I'm thinking milkmaid. A jug of cream. Cherries. Oh, no, I wouldn't get that. Is that it? Is that all 4? Done. There you go. I didn't get any of them, so that was good. Yeah, hope you're enjoying your diner lingo. Let me know if they're all right as well, or if you have any other weird ones that you've heard before. We got more beef on beef action, beefy beef. We've got our meat sauce, beefy meat sauce cooking away, and then burgers. It's chips and burgers and beefy mint sauce and cheese and macaroni. So that's why I get a little bit anxious, I'm a bit nervous, but it sounds very good. I've got a deep fat fryer on, which is coming up temperature. So I'm going to I like smash burgers personally. I don't mind a big beef burger, but I'm a smash burger kind of gal. So I've just got I'm just using supermarket ones. Very posh me. But I'm going to get them in. I'm going to smash them down. Just fry them off. I don't have a proper smasher, so I'm using a bent. What are these called? I can't remember for the life of me. Bent spider. This dish is from 1918. It's 100 years old. Wow, they were wild back in the day. This is great. They didn't care about calories. So in the original recipe from over 100 years ago, they used hot dogs rather than burgers, but now people use hot dogs or burgers, or probably both, I would imagine. So we're gonna go with burgers today. I want beef on beef action. And I think as the little bit of, extra tastiness, I think you just cube up or dice up a little bit of onion for the top, which will be, I do love a bit of fresh onion on my burger as well. So leave them to smash down and then meat sauce, macaroni, burgers, fryers ready. Ooh, that's a lot. A lot of chips going in. We're getting ready for some chippies. I know pepper burns, but I like it, all right? Spitting at me. It's the salt, the salt. This is like all of my favourite things on one dish. Add a bit of lobster and caviar onto here and that's it, we're calling it a day. You probably could do a lobster and caviar on instead. I'm getting a lot of inspiration from this, I've got to say, or this series of me trying different American foods. I am a bit like, actually, there's a lot of different variations you could do, which I'm quite excited about in my mind. I'm going to try the meat sauce. That's nice. Don't know why I'm surprised. That's pretty good. I quite like the mustard in it, gives it a nice flavour, and also the ketchup has that sweetness to it. I'm quite impressed by a meat sauce. That would be good on a burger. Did this come around because someone dropped a burger on the chips? A little bit like I dropped the lemon tart. I dropped my lemon meringue. Is this what happened 100 years ago? Chips are ready, burgers ready, meat sauce ready, macaroni ready, onion ready. This is my favourite bit. My favourite bit about frying chips is the sound of when they hit the metal bowl. I could, like people have to have like white noise or brown noise to fall asleep. I could just have that over and over again. And I would be lulled into a slumber. Good bit of salt. Toss the chips. When I worked in a pub, I always used to do so many chips. If one table ordered just a portion of chips, I'd do like literally a bag, so that then you just leave the bowl hot under the lights and just munch away. From what I've seen, right, it's half chips or fries or whatever, and then half macaroni, which is just, it's a lot. We can add more, can't take away, but we can add. Burgers in the middle. What the hell is this? I love it. And a bit of a, I hope this meat sauce is about right. It tastes nice, but I have no idea if it's correct. Bit of ketchup and onion and more mustard. Okay, I've got to say this looks like something that someone would make after they had been gardening. Just all over. Is it just like that? Does look pretty good actually. And then more mustard. I'm surprised there's not a pickle. I'm very surprised there is not a little cornichon, a little gherkin. That is it. That is a wild plate of food. And then you just f it up. You just get in there and you just cut the out of it. Okay? Should we get a little sexy spinny shot? This is the New York garbage plate, which does look quite delicious. So, what I saw in a video, everyone just like cuts it all up and then it's just forkfuls. So I think it's a bit of a, like a really weird chopped salad. And then I've got to hold my knife and fork like you do in America, which is basically no knife and just a fork in the wrong hand. Not wrong hand, the opposite hand, sorry. Nothing wrong with any of it. Cheers. This does look quite good actually. I bet this after a night out is probably delicious. This was only ever going to go one of two ways, and I knew that I would absolutely love this when I saw it. Oh my God. Again, I don't know if this is 100% authentic or completely correct, but that is really good. It's like, you've ever been to an all-inclusive hotel, you know when you're younger and you get like chips and spaghetti bolognese? It's a bit like that. But I think for my rating of this, I think that's got to be a 9. I think that's a 9 out of 10. It's filthy, it's delicious, and at the right time of day is exactly what you need. I think I would have to probably be about 5 beers deep to really get into it. Cheers. New York garbage, it does look like garbage. There's something that isn't right about it, but it's so right at the same time.
Would you look at that? Another huge home run for the US, and the New York garbage plate goes into second place. It's close at the top, and you know what? I've had no duds yet, but will anything knock those deep fried butterballs off the top? Tune in next week and we'll give it a go.
Like, subscribe, let me know, what do you think? Is there anything else that you could do to this to make it even more heinous but delicious? New York, New York, I want to be a part of it. Rochester, Rochester. Doesn't have quite the same ring. I wonder if Frank Sinatra ever ate this.